Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Thursday, July 30th, 2015. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches, and yes, it's going to be a cooker today. It is quite warm and it's morning for me in Thailand. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Today's got a lot to talk about today, a little bit of news, a little bit of data, and of course our 6 currency pairs. However, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I've been trading the Forex market since 2006. In 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, I decided to come to Thailand for 3 months for a celebration, and well, I'm in my 8th year and I'm still in Asia and love it. I'm able to trade all 3 trading sessions and still get a good night's rest. However, New York's only about 3 hours. Traders, I do look at charts and I listen to fundamentals all day long. I'm pretty abreast of what's going on in the world. Remember, we're macro traders and you just have to be abreast to know what's going on all the time. Because it just takes one wobblehead to get on a microphone that can really ruin your day. It's happened once or twice. Okay, maybe 10 times. So I'm always looking for opportunities and probabilities that are on my side to be successful in whatever trade I am working at that time. And that's when I make my entry and the trade goes on. And if you can, you get a trade manager and let it work from there and let the trade manager do its work. Just run the trade for you. All right. Let's move on to legal stuff, get that out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head on over to news and commentary. Let's take a look at the indices, see what we got going on. The US 30 closed up 0.69%, and the S&P 500 closed up 0.73%, with the NASDAQ closing up at 0.53%, and the small cap 2000 out of New York closed up 0.20%. So, actually, the U.S. session, first half of it was really good, and then had a little sell-off in the afternoon. Remember, it's earnings season, so some earnings came out and lowered it a little bit. Take a look at the Eurozone, how they closed yesterday. The DAX closed up 0.34%. The FTSE 100 closed up 1.16%. The CAC 40 closed up 0.81%. The Euro Stoxx 50 closed up 0.60%. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, let's head on over to Asia. Remember, these countries are currently trading as our markets are open in Asia now. The Nikkei 225 is up 1.36%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is up 0.64%. The Shanghai is up 0.36%. And the Hang Seng is up 0.16%. And the Kospi out of Seoul is negative 0.34%. So that's what's going on with our indices. Let's take a look at our economic calendar today. We did have some data come out earlier today. RBA Governor Stevens was talking. I don't know if he still is. We had building approvals come out of Australia, and they came out positive at 8.2, and they were negative 8.2, and they were expecting negative 0.8, so that was a bad number out of the Aussie today, which brought the Aussie pair down some. And we'll see that in the charts in just a second. Euro London today, London session has no high impact data at all. In fact, we don't have any high impact data until we get into the U.S. session, where we have advanced GDP quarter on quarter. We have goods trade balance and unemployment claims, as we do every week. So we do have quite a busy stack for the New York session. So we do have quite a bit of data today, and we just keep an eye on that. We need data. We need people to get in front of microphones and say stupid stuff. And, of course, that keeps us in business. All right. Commentary. I think yesterday was a pretty wacky day on some of the charts, like the pound. It eventually did hit our take profit area, but it went all the way back, went all the way up, and depending on where you put your stop, well, you really didn't get the entry, so you shouldn't have gotten stopped out. The entry didn't come till later on, but it did take profit. A lot of pairs did well. Looks like pairs are starting to stabilize now. They're starting to come back into formation, starting to ride their trends back again. For instance, the New Zealand dollar is looks like it's back into its bearish motion. We'll take a look at that today. So yeah, so it looks like things are starting to come around here, and the Greece thing I think is not an issue anymore. I do think that the situation in China is still pretty volatile. I think we're still on eggshells with that, and as long as they don't get another bang, with 5% loss in their markets, I think they're doing all right. I have to say, I think the Chinese government did an excellent job at handling this crisis. They injected money really quick into the markets, and then they injected money into the population, and a stimulus, and it looks like it's working so far. So we'll see. And as I just read out, what's going on in Asia, everything's in the green, except for the Kospi at a Seoul. But other than that, everybody's in the green. So it looks like it's going to be a good trading day. We're going to trade on 30-minute charts. We're looking at 30-minute charts. For anybody who's new, that means that each candlestick that you see is 30 minutes in duration. Sorry about that. Okay, let's head off as we usually do with the euro dollar. The FOMC spoke yesterday, and I guess they liked what anti-Yellen. And no, I didn't come up with that. A person I listen to all the time came up with that, anti-Yellen. But FOMC chairwoman Janet Yellen, of course, released their FOMC minutes, and they're saying they're still going to raise rates. The question is, are they going to do it in September or December? I think they're going to wait for these next two NFPs. They got two NFPs before September, so I think they're going to wait for these two NFPs to come out and make sure we're still on track. And I think as long as we stay above, 220, 230 jobs from NFP, I think we're pretty sure that we're gonna get a rate hike. I'd like to see two rate hikes, to be honest with you. I'd like to see them raise 25 basis points in September and then 25 in December, and then just slow down for a while and wait. But that's a whole other story in itself. So the trade plan for today is pretty easy. Unfortunately, this is not a really big trade, but we want this to come up to this daily pivot point at the 38.2 or 50% pivot at 1.1013, and we'll take it down to 0.967. So this is, a 50 pip trade here if this works. We just need this pullback. We're at support. We got the 200 EMA right there, and here's our support line down here. So I think we're going to be all right. This was support. Now it's resistance, and Asia came down. This was probably I don't know what this is from. We had New Zealand there, I think, earlier today. I didn't see what that was, by the way. So yeah, but it looks good. But I need the pullback, right? We want this to pull back, and all I want to do is sell the euro, right? I want to sell the euro. So that's what's going on there. Let's take a look at the pound dollar. The pound dollar, made its move to the upside, but now I think it's changing direction. I think this doesn't have to do with the pound. I think it has to do with the dollar. The dollar is now back gaining strength. And if you look at where we're basically at the same price level we were yesterday at the same time. So this moved all the way up and came all the way back down. And like I said, if you waited for your entry from yesterday's trade plan, you did hit your take profit area and you should have done fine. However, having to watch this would be a nightmare, especially when you see this big doji right here. That is definitely a data candle out over there. So, and that looks like that was in New York. So, I think today's trade plan is really well. We're if you get a bullish candlestick pattern right now, there's no reason not to take it. Where are you going to put your stop? I don't put it on the charts anymore because everybody has a different money management. But I'd stick it right there, right below that yellow line, right below that support line, maybe the S1 pivot. But that's it. I'd give it a very, how should we say, intelligent stop. I'm trying to get away from the word tight stop. how about an informed, intelligent stop is what I'd like to see here. I will just take this baby up. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. This is the Aussie all over the place. So here we are. Aussie gets bad news and it goes up. I don't understand that, but that's okay. It gets bad data and it goes up. But what I do like is that we're at resistance right now, and it's tried to break through it twice. This is the third candle that it's on, and it hasn't been able to break through it. This looks like a great sell to me. I don't want to buy the Aussie dollar, folks. The Aussie dollar wants to go up, that's fine, but I'm not in it. I do not want to buy the Aussie dollar. I want to take this down, and we'll take it down at 0.7317. The only hurdle we have here is 7,300, right? Psychological area and the 200 exponential moving average. So make sure you get break even if it's by 2 or 3 pips by that point, because you know you're going to get a bounce here, and you'd hate to get a bounce all the way back up to like the all one or something. So anything can happen here, so just be alert to that. The only advantage is this is a 30-minute chart, not like a 4-hour chart or a 2-hour chart or a 1-hour chart. So, you know, we could probably get through it pretty simply. But we'll definitely have to keep a very close eye on that. And of course, we want to take our profit at the daily S1, also a support level at 0.7281. So this would be, you know, this is not a, you know, a huge trade, to be honest with you. So your entries can be, well, it's not too bad, really. But, you know, entry's pretty vital. Make sure you get your entry right. Your informed, intelligent stop is, you know, you're just going to have to work that out. I would say, you know, you'd want to get, like, above this all one, you know, and give it some breathing room. Only because of the spike here, you know, and, you know, apparently that was a news data candle. And so, I don't know. You have to work out where you're going to put your stop. But this pair, you're going to need to give it some room to breathe, because any data comes out, it responds to, right? It's a commodity pair. Let's look at the Euro Aussie. The Euro Aussie, nice. You know, this pair just, you know, trends in such a great direction when it's on its move. You know, it was bullish for so long, and did a sell-off earlier in the week, and now it's been bearish. So we're just gonna, you know, we're gonna trade what's in front of us, and we got some. This is a good trade. You know, we're basically looking for this to pull back up to this 50-50 area, which is a 38.2 fib. It's at the resistance line, and we'll take this down to 49.67. So this is a really nice trade. Now, if we're going to get this to move up, is a whole different story. But you know, if you look back on the chart, you can see that, you know, this fibs pretty well. It gives good pullbacks. You know, and these are all fib levels, by the way. I guarantee if you fib this stuff, these swings, you'd find that most of them would be at fib levels. And so this is good about giving us a pullback. So I'm glad that we got a blue candle here, and hopefully by London Open, which is less than 4 hours away my time, you know, we can get a nice entry here. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Yen. Sneaky little devil she is. So here's our Euro Yen, and I mean, if you look at the top of the chart here, this is just nasty price action. So it popped out, probably because of FOMC data and all that good stuff. So, but I want to sell it, right? I'm going to spot here where we got really a lot of resistance. We got a resistance line, which was a support line from our EA. We got a 200 exponential moving average, and we have a daily pivot point, all at the same price level, 136.33. So I'm just looking for a break either outside the trend line, or if it wants to pull the way back up to the pivot point, we're going to sell this and we'll get out at 135.75, which is the S1 pivot. Now, if this thing's sliding down, man, just let it keep going. But the nice thing about this trade is there's no junk after you hit this bottom here, this double bottom here. There's nothing after that. This is just like, this is all open space here. So this is a really nice move to the downside. You might get below that daily S1 if the trade can work out. And let's take a look at our last pair of the day. This is in New Zealand. You know, this was pretty messy. If you look up at the top of the chart here, you can see it was sideways. It was all over the place. It went bullish for those couple of days, and now it looks like it's back to its bearish mode. However, it's sitting on support right at the moment at the 200 exponential moving average. So I want this to pull back up to the 38.2, really closer to the 50% at 0.6671. And we'll take it down to the daily S1 pivot. Now, the issue here is, this is only a 32 pip trade. So what's vital in this trade is your entry. You've got to be right on with the entry. And your intelligent, informed stop loss should go above the daily pivot point. So, that's that's how I would look at it initially. Of course, I would go to my trade manager and make sure my money management is in line with what I want to do here. So that's what it's looking like. And, I have a little Toshiba notebook, and the only thing I use it for is I keep economic calendar on it, but I keep a chart on it, and that is a dollar chart or the dollar index chart. You want to know what the dollar's doing. It's just so important when you go through your trading day. What is the dollar? Is it strong or is it weak? And that wraps up to our 6 currency pairs, traders. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence Trading, I want to thank you for joining me on a Thursday, July 30th, 2015. Traders, have a great trading day, and always remember to trade smart, not hard. Traders, and we'll catch you next time.